Department of Defense Standard 1768A, the Department of Level of Operation Maintenance and Control Manual Corpus. The appendix provides the preparation instruction for the depot level of operation maintenance control manuals. Applicability. The appendix is the mandatory part of the standard as applicable to figure shown 1-2 of the basic standard reference to the documents, not applicable definition, not applicable. General requirements 141 content. The type of the data in the manual should be referenced only with the data required for the technical training with the performance of the detail level of task overhaul maintenance the repair of the AVE and support equipment. The extent of the change. Each manual shall include sufficient information for the detective effective the complete overhaul of the repair of the equipment items, include the consideration of all operations of the receiving, inspection, teardown, assembly, calibration, and application of the special tools for the hookup, the use of the test equipment, the performance of the test, including acceptable tests, special handling requirements, special safety requirements, etc. 4020 automatic capability. The preparation of technical order for the capability for the conversion of an automated TO system. The data will be formatted with required for the all conversion of the computer assisted data retrieval system. 50. Detailed requirements format. Comply with the standard include with the following elements. Title page. The title page shall comply with MIL M 38784. The list of the effective pages. The list of effective pages. A page shall comply with the MIL M 38784. List of status of the data be verified with the list of the status O data with the verified with the B page shall be in accordance with figure B. Figure 4 for the B page and the shall list of the unverified data. Unverified data shall be identified by list of data to be verified. The paragraphs and tables requiring the verification are listed below. The data matrix of the reference document number, the paragraph, figure, and table. The unverified TRC identified and/or with the equipment configuration noted. The data matrix, the reference document number, the procedure for the data, the reference document should identify the paragraph, figure, but the table. The unverified data should be listed against the specific TRC location against the repairable items. The configuration verification are completed. It will be deleted. So that the B page will reflect the unverified data status from the control manual at any point in time. The technical order and equipment configuration status record C page. The C page shall, in accordance with figure 5, identify each of the revision change, the technical order, equipment configuration, identifying each of the approved engineering change, proposal, time, compliance, technical order, and against the equipment associated with the revision change. Table of contents. The table of contents should comply with the MIL M 387841, 387840. Section 1 interchange. Identifying each of the following paragraphs by the title, including the subparagraph thereof, the brief of the and concise explanation of A. The scope of the application includes a note indicating the use for the technician that all reference engineering data 3.12.1 with the depot support matrix section 3 with the requisition for the ALC engineering management office in accordance with the local procedure reference technical orders 3.12.2 and our requisition in accordance with the technical order 0052. Composition use. Explanation. Composition use of each of the section manual depot repairable lists. Identifying the depot repairables to the highest sub-repairable level, which are included with the manual sub-indentured items need not to be listed. The enforced use of official parts and equipment numbers and nomenclature for the CI number that has been assigned by entering the number into the parentheses directly below the part equipment number. The depot repairable list shall be the tabulature form that is shown in the table 1. List of entries are alphabetical order and part of the equipment number. Part equipment number. Our table 1 is depot level repairable list part and equipment number, the part equipment nomenclature and the page number. Also, the technical order equipment and configuration status record of the ECP TCTOs affecting this technical order are listed. ECP TCTO, let's just say hybrid, remarks the hybrid multiplexer, so on. That's an example. This is support equipment identified with the department of support, the depot support equipment required to perform each of the function that is repairable the item with the configuration item. If available, the part number, the model, and the number of the nomenclature of the manufacturer's national stock. If available, use the form of the table 2. In the first column, the list of each of the department of support equipment is item numerically for the refer from the depot support matrix of section 3. Specifically, quantity of each of the items, specific tools, and test equipment for the mentioned needed. Air Force standards test equipment will be identified for the use of the exempt from the specifically designated testing equipment is required. The listing of the tools and testing equipment shall take the precedence over the tool and testing equipment listing and reference documentation. Table 2 lists of the support equipment, the item number, nomenclature of the part, model number, the manufacturer, the name of the national stock number, the configuration item. Our Section 2 Depot Functional Flowchart. That include the Depot Functional Flowchart is illustrated in Figure 6 of the depicting the depot level of the functions required to overhaul each of the items of the equipment for which this manual to prepare for the function is to be derived from the logistic support and analysis record of task analysis further defined in functions listed in 50 5173. Data matrix number. In the first column assigned with the data matrix number, you put the decimal system that begin with the highest level of the indenture of the S depot repairable item identified with the first number of the progress, the lower indenture designated with the second succeeding digits. Repairable common two or more configured items will be subsequently identified by the data matrix number first assigned to it. 5172, repairable part number of the nomenclature. List of the repairable parts number of the nomenclature beginning with the highest level indenture. Shows the data matrix number, the indenture, and the part repairable part number and nomenclature. While the function test, repeat, test, repair, and check out and calibration. And progressing the lowest, identifying the indenture level in the indenture column. 5173 functions. Consider the following functions applicable to identifying other functions if required. Necessary. Inspection, disassembly, cleaning, assembly, test, repair, checkout, alignment, service, handle, overhaul, removal, installation, adjustment, adjust, purge, protect, store, temporary preservation, protection, special handling, condemnation procedures, delubrication, printing, and refurbishing, marking, reclamation. 5174 function identified. Identified function column used with the lowercase for the alpha designated with a subsequential in order of the performance of units and X, and in functional columns only with the functional applicable to repairable parts. Identify the depot support matrix relationship. Relate each part to the depot support matrix contained in section 3 of the manual, entering in this appropriate column with the data matrix number and assigned with the depot support matrix. Section 3, 51.8, Section 3, Depot Support Equipment and Data Matrix. Identifying the depot support equipment of the support data defined in 312 required to perform each function for each of the repairable items. They use the format Figure 7 abbreviation contained in the Table 3 may be used in preparation of Depot Support Matrix. Other abbreviations may be used to provide as they peculiar to the particular support data. The equipment are listed in the glossary within the manual. Table 3 to depot support maintenance abbreviation. Excel with accelerate, accept. ACPT is acceptance. AG is adjustment. ASSY is assembly. DIAG is diagram. DOC is document. DWG is drawing. ELC is electrical or electronic. EQIV is equivalent function or function is FC and TN. Identification IDNT. Instrumental instruction INSTR. Installation INSTL. List of materials LM, lubricating LUB, maintenance MAINT, measurements MEAS, FMFG, manufacturer, MOD, modification, OPN, operating or operating, PL, part list, PN, part number, P&O, part of, PRCO, PROC, procedure, RMV, remove, schematic, SCME, supplement, SUPAPL, transportation, TRA, and SP. Alright, 5181, data matrix. The entry under the data matrix column shall be related with the number alpha designator title of the function identified from the item of the depot functional flow chart contained in section 2. 5181. 1. Alpha designated function name. The alpha designated of the function name shall appear in the table in order for the maintenance of the performed. Remove the test, prepare the test, installed when calibration is non-chronological is performed as part of the maintenance flow. It show be placed in the proper place on the table to prepare the calibrate install when the calibration is periodic, not part of the normal. Maintenance flow shall be listed from the data the maintenance number, e.g. the installing the calibrate. Alright, this shows the depot support matrix, the data matrix number, the function name, the support equipment from table function 2 to section 1, and support data number and type of the application. Alright, 5182, support equipment. List of the department of support, the depot support equipment, items number of the table 2 for the section 1 required for the accomplish the task. 5183, support document. Identifying all the drawings, diagrams, specifications, technical manual, and other documentation under the supported documented columns that are necessary for the performance identification function. When only the parts are identified in the documentation required to support the function and indicate with a specific paragraph and tables appendixes. 551.831. List of the drawing, diagram, specification, other document. The document identifies a single function that shall be listed in order, but the documentation will be used to perform the function. Examples: when removing the part of the technical wood, the technician would reference the drawing for the part of identification and lubrication, but the proceeding with the procedure and supplemental data. 5184. 4. Easy reference at the bottom. Each place and space provided with for the purpose to list each of the data matrix name number identified on the page. The data matrix shall be arranged in a numerical sequence with the second and the subsequent data matrix listed below the first in the vertical column. 51.8.5. Hardness information. The contractor shall indicate the hardness critical item with the placing the hardness critical items asterisk sign directly below the centered under the part number effective at the bottom of the page. 51.9. Section 4. Depot of the data status list. The DDSL. The preference of the Section 4 include the following information. No, all data referenced in Section 3 utilized by the depot must be at least the recent the indicated with the following latest. Some of the data may be the recent then indicated the latest is applied with the since last issue of the control manual, but in no case should any of the data be earlier version. All variation in the data should be status must be reported. 5191 drawing and documentation. The depot data status list for Figure 8 record each of the drawing and the document reference department depot support matrix alphanumeric sequence. 5192 sheet number identification. Identify the specific drawing sheet by the number which is applicable for the test. 5193 change the letter and change the date. Each of them enter either the applicable change the letter, change the date, drawing document, or each sheet number identified. Alright, this shows the drawing documentation number, the sheet number, the change the letter, change the date, change and changes. Alright, change the list and incremental change with the, such as engineering order with the engineering change notices or advanced engineering change orders, etc. might be released against the applicable drawing of the document within the document listed that are not subject to the configuration control using control manual or supplied with under the associated control manual listed the number of the associated manual. 5110 repairable part index listed alphanumeric sequence all repairable equipment section 3 with the C50 184 identifying equipment by part number, the type of the number, identifying the page section 3 where applicable to support equipment, support data reference figure 9. 5111 glossary shall comply with the mill M1387784 note. Alright, notes. 61. Incorporating data change. Data change addition with deletions affect the support of the data column in section 3 of the control manual will normally be released concurrently with the reference support data, whether the change of the page of the revision. A repairable part index, part equipment number, the page number, and part equipment number. And then there's a business reply and standard documentation improvement personal if you haven't seen those two already, and other documents. Basically, one's an approval sheet and the other one's suggestions, and with an address.